Have you ever woken up to the chilling realization that your own body, once a fortress of strength, is slowly, silently betraying you? Do you fear that quiet, terrifying moment when you notice the subtle shifts, a nagging ache, a fleeting memory, a spark that no longer ignites, and you desperately try to dismiss them as just part of getting older? My friend, for millions of men over 60, this isn't just a fear, it's a silent, gnawing reality. They're watching their power, their independence, their very essence as a man slowly slip through their fingers. All because they've ignored the subtle whispers their body sends. These aren't just minor inconveniences, these are red flags. Urgent, critical warnings from deep within, screaming for your attention. And tragically, most men, even some doctors, often miss these subtle yet devastating signals until it's far too late. Today, I'm here to unveil the truth. We're going to peel back the layers of denial and confront the three most critical areas where your body is silently screaming for help. Understanding these signs is not about dwelling on fear. It's about reclaiming your power. It's the blueprint to either a future of decline or a vibrant, strong, and fulfilling life after 60. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could redefine your golden years. Let's confront the first and perhaps most agonizing area of decline that whispers to men. Over 60, a pain so profound, so intimately personal, yet so often suffered in silence. Imagine waking up every single morning to the deafening silence of a body that no longer responds, a spark that refuses to ignite. The vibrant, eager vitality that once defined your mornings, the confident surge of life, now replaced by a chilling void. This isn't just about what happens in the bedroom. It's about the very essence of your energy, your drive, your confidence, and the intimate connection that binds you to your partner. It's the crushing fear of losing your edge, the intimate bond, the morning ritual that once signified your very manhood, now extinguished. It's the shame of a body that feels weak, tired, and unresponsive, pushing you further into isolation, away from the warmth of genuine connection. This brings us to the first critical red flag, a sign so potent, yet so tragically misunderstood: the fading morning ritual. For many men, the healthy, natural occurrence of morning erections is more than just a physical phenomenon. It's a vital barometer of overall health. It signifies robust blood flow, healthy nerve function, and a balanced hormonal profile, particularly testosterone. When this ritual begins to fade or disappears entirely, it's not merely a private embarrassment, it's your body sending a desperate, urgent signal. It's a warning, often years in advance, of deeper circulatory and heart health problems lurking beneath the surface. Your arteries, the very pipelines of life, might be silently stiffening, narrowing, and losing their ability to deliver the rich, oxygenated blood needed for every single cell in your body. Not just down there. Think of Mr. Charles. He's 60, a man who once carried himself with a undeniable swagger. He built his own business from the ground up, raised a loving family, and always felt a vibrant connection with his wife, Sarah. For decades, waking up with that natural surge of male vitality was as routine as the sunrise. It was a quiet, personal confirmation of his youth, his strength, his very being. But over the last few years, a chilling silence began to creep into his mornings. The automatic, confident awakening started to falter, then became sporadic, and now it's a rare, almost forgotten memory. Each morning, instead of a natural rush of energy, Mr. Charles is met with a deep, unsettling disappointment. He's tried to ignore it, to brush it off as just getting old. But the truth is, this fading ritual has eroded his confidence, leaving him feeling less like himself, less like the man he's always been. The emotional toll is profound. He now actively avoids intimacy, not out of disinterest, but from a crushing fear of failure and the accompanying shame. He sees the concern in Sarah's eyes, but he's too embarrassed to speak of it, retreating further into himself, silently battling this intimate betrayal. This isn't just about a single function, it's a domino effect, undermining his self-worth and creating a chasm in his relationship. This brings us directly to the second, equally insidious sign that often accompanies the first: persistent, crushing fatigue. This isn't just being tired after a long day or a restless night. This is a profound, soul-sapping exhaustion that permeates every fiber of your being, regardless of how much rest you get. It's the invisible drain on your life force, robbing you of the joy you once found in simple pleasures, the motivation to pursue your passions, and the very purpose that once fueled your days. You might find yourself dreading getting out of bed, feeling heavy and sluggish even before your feet hit the floor. Hobbies that once brought immense satisfaction, golfing, gardening, working on the car, now feel like insurmountable. Mountains, conversations become draining, and the vibrant world around you seems to lose its color. This relentless weariness often signals deeper underlying issues, hormonal imbalances, particularly a decline in vital testosterone, chronic inflammation silently raging through your system, or even subtle metabolic dysfunctions that prevent your body from converting food into usable energy efficiently. Mr. Charles, our friend from earlier, knows this feeling all too well. The fading morning ritual was just the beginning. Now, the persistent fatigue has become his constant companion. He used to be the first one up, full of ideas, ready to tackle the day. Now, he hits the snooze button repeatedly, his limbs feeling like lead, his mind foggy and sluggish. Even a short walk around the block leaves him breathless and needing to rest for hours. He's canceled golf games with his friends, stopped tending his beloved rose garden, and finds himself nodding off during dinner. This isn't laziness, it's a profound depletion of his vital energy, and it's stealing his life, one exhausted moment at a time. The flame that once burned brightly within him is now flickering dangerously low, threatening to extinguish completely. This constant state of exhaustion means he has no energy left to even try to address the intimate struggles, further deepening the sense of inadequacy and shame. He feels like a shadow of his former self, trapped in a body that simply won't cooperate. But if your vitality is dimming, if this inner flame is flickering, your very physical foundation might be crumbling beneath you, whispering through even more subtle, yet equally dire, signs you often dismiss as mere aches and pains. The very ground you walk on, the clarity of your world, could be screaming warnings you simply aren't hearing, and will unveil these next. While the flame of vitality and intimacy may be flickering within, for many men over 60, the most terrifying whispers of decline come from the very ground they walk on, from the hands they use to embrace life, and from the reflection they see in the mirror. This is where your physical independence begins to erode, and the chilling prospect of relying on others casts a long, dark shadow. Imagine the sheer terror of trying to climb a simple flight of stairs, and your legs feel like lead, refusing to obey. Or perhaps the reflection in the mirror shows a stranger, dull eyes, dry skin, a stark, undeniable reminder of youth slipping away, of an internal disarray that manifests outwardly. This is the truth of a crumbling foundation, and it's screaming for your attention through unmistakable, undeniable signs. Let's begin with a warning that often goes unheard, yet it's one of the loudest alarms your body can sound: the silent weakness in your legs and hands. Coupled with gnawing cramps, this isn't just about feeling a bit tired after a long walk or experiencing a random twitch in your calf. This is a profound, insidious weakness that makes simple, everyday tasks feel like Herculean efforts. Your legs might feel heavy, like concrete pillars, each step a struggle. You might wake in the dead of night, jolted awake by excruciating Charlie horses. Those agonizing leg cramps that seize your muscles in a vice-like grip, stealing your precious sleep and leaving you exhausted before the day even begins. Or perhaps it's a persistent tingling or numbness in your fingers and toes, a constant reminder that something isn't quite right. These aren't just minor annoyances, my friend. This is your body's desperate cry for help, a direct indicator that the rivers of life, your blood vessels, are no longer flowing freely, efficiently delivering the vital oxygen and nutrients to your extremities. It signifies poor blood circulation, nerve damage, or even the initial stages of peripheral artery disease, silently choking off the lifeblood to your very limbs. This loss of physical agility isn't just an inconvenience. It's the terrifying first step towards losing your cherished independence, the ability to walk freely, to drive, to simply get up from a chair without assistance. Consider Mr. David, a man of 72, whose life was once defined by his vibrant energy and passion for his morning walks. He'd spend hours exploring nature trails, his steps light and confident, his hands, strong and steady, were skilled at woodworking, crafting intricate pieces for his grandchildren. But recently, a dark cloud has settled over his life. Those once confident strides have become hesitant, his legs often heavy and prone to sudden, excruciating cramps that steal his sleep. He started tripping over unseen obstacles, his balance compromised. The once nimble fingers, now frequently numb and clumsy, struggle with tying shoelaces or even holding a warm cup of coffee without a tremor. The worst part, the fear. The constant gnawing fear of falling, of becoming a burden to his family. He sees the worried glances from his wife, a silent acknowledgement of his decaying strength, and it fills him with a profound sense of self-reproach. He isolates himself, turning down invitations for walks, avoiding tasks that require fine motor skills, feeling trapped within a body that is slowly betraying his will, tethering him to a chair, stealing his freedom, piece by agonizing piece. This relentless physical decline, the slow erosion of his foundational strength, is not merely age, it's a dire warning sign of compromised circulation, slowly strangling the very life out of his muscles and nerves. And while your legs might be screaming for attention, there's another, even more intimate sign reflected in the very windows to your soul, the clarity of your world that many men dismiss as simply needing new glasses, the fading spark in your eyes. This isn't just about a slight blur, it's the sensation that a misty veil has descended over your world, dimming the vibrant colors of life. Your eyes might feel persistently dry, gritty, as if sandpaper is grinding against your pupils. You struggle to read the newspaper, to recognize faces from across the room, to navigate familiar streets at dusk. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a profound warning about the health of your microcirculation, the tiniest blood vessels that feed every cell in your eyes, and indeed, every cell in your body. When these delicate capillaries are compromised by chronic inflammation, plaque buildup, or nutrient deficiencies, the first place you often see the visible impact is in your vision. Your eyes are a direct portal to the health of your entire vascular system. A fading spark here can mean rivers of life are drying up elsewhere, including to your brain and, yes, to those intimate parts of your body we discussed earlier. Mr. David, tragically, found this truth reflected in his own diminishing sight. His beloved woodworking, once a source of immense pride, now felt impossible. The intricate details he once carved with ease became a blurry mess. He could no longer read bedtime stories to his youngest grandchild without straining, his heart aching with a sense of loss. The world, once so vibrant and sharp, was slowly retreating behind a persistent fog. He tried stronger prescriptions, but the underlying problem persisted, a constant, low-level anxiety gnawing at him. He saw the world growing dim, felt the erosion of his ability to fully engage, and the weight of approaching dependency pressed down on him, whispering fears of a dark, silent future. This isn't just about blurry vision, it's a symptom of a systemic breakdown, a loss of the very sensory connection that allows him to experience and participate in life fully. Finally, the body often reveals its internal chaos through its outermost layer, a subtle yet unmistakable scream that most men simply dismiss as looking old changes in your skin, hair, and nails. Have you noticed your once firm skin becoming paper thin, dry, and easily bruised? Showing wrinkles that seem to deepen overnight. Perhaps your once thick hair is now thinning drastically, leaving patches of scalp exposed. Or maybe your nails are brittle, discolored, and prone to cracking or developing ridges. These aren't just cosmetic misfortunes, nor are they simply the unavoidable march of time. These are urgent, external whispers reflecting profound internal chaos. Your skin, hair, and nails are starved for vital nutrients, for hydration, and most critically, for healthy blood supply. They are telling you that your body's ability to regenerate, to repair itself, is severely compromised. It points to chronic dehydration, collagen depletion, hormonal imbalances, and most importantly, severely diminished circulation to your peripheral tissues. It's a literal sign that your body is failing to nourish itself from within, a stark, visible betrayal that screams of an accelerating decline. Mr. David experienced this one too. He saw his once healthy, vibrant hair thin to wisps. His skin, once supple and resilient, now sagged and bruised with the slightest touch, losing its healthy glow. His fingernails, once strong, became brittle and ridged, constantly breaking. Every glance in the mirror was a painful reminder of what he was losing, not just outwardly, but inwardly. He felt ashamed, helpless, as if his body was visibly deteriorating before his very eyes, a tangible manifestation of his declining health. This wasn't just aging gracefully, it was a visible erosion of his very being, reinforcing the terrifying belief that his time of strength and independence was quickly coming to an end. This erosion is a silent, yet powerful testament to an internal system that is slowly yet surely breaking down, leaving him feeling exposed and vulnerable. We've confronted the fading flame of your vitality and the crumbling foundation of your physical body. Now, we must face the most insidious threats, the silent saboteurs that lurk within, attacking your peace of mind, stealing your precious rest, and threatening the very essence of who you are, your sharp intellect and your identity. Imagine lying awake at 3 a.m., tormented by the urgent, relentless need to urinate, knowing your sleep is shattered yet again. The exhaustion is palpable, the frustration immense, or perhaps the chilling moment you forget a grandchild's name or a cherished memory. Feeling your mind slip away, a terrifying unraveling of the tapestry of your life. This isn't merely an inconvenience or a senior moment. These are desperate cries from within, signaling a deeper crisis that demands your immediate attention. Let's delve into the first of these silent saboteurs, a nocturnal tormentor for far too many men, the nighttime wake-up calls, or nocturia. This isn't just about having a full bladder, my friend. This is a relentless assault on your precious sleep, your energy levels, and your overall well-being. You might find yourself waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night, stumbling to the bathroom, only to return to bed, tossing and turning, unable to find that deep, restorative sleep your body desperately needs. The cycle is vicious. Interrupted sleep leads to crippling daytime fatigue, irritability, and a profound dip in your overall vitality. But more critically, these frequent nighttime trips are often a dire warning from your prostate. As men age, the prostate gland, located just below the bladder, can begin to enlarge, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH. This enlargement can put pressure on the urethra, making it difficult to empty your bladder, completely leading to that constant, urgent sensation and the frustrating need to urinate frequently, especially at night. It's a silent, yet persistent, erosion of your peace, stealing your rest and leaving you perpetually exhausted. This isn't just about inconvenience, it's about the relentless psychological and physical toll of broken sleep, a slow, agonizing process that depletes your life force. The fear of prostate cancer, the humiliation of constant bathroom trips, and the exhaustion from shattered nights combine to create a profound sense of despair, making you feel less like the man you once were, less in control of your own body, a prisoner to an organ that once served you. Silently, consider Mr. Robert, a man of 68, who once prided himself on his deep, uninterrupted sleep. His days were filled with energy, his mind sharp, his spirit unburdened. But over the last few years, a shadow has crept into his nights. He now wakes up almost every 2 hours, propelled by an insistent urge to urinate. Each trip to the bathroom feels like a defeat, a concession to a body that no longer obeys his will. He lies awake for hours, his mind racing, counting the minutes until dawn, knowing that the next day will be another battle against overwhelming fatigue. His temper has grown short, his patience thin, and the joy he once found in his hobbies has been replaced by a gnawing weariness. The simple act of going out with friends became a source of anxiety, always needing to know where the nearest restroom was. He found himself avoiding social gatherings, feeling like a burden, and retreating into the lonely confines of his home. This persistent nocturia isn't just a bladder issue, it's a symptom of a deeper systemic problem, a constant, irritating reminder that his body is slowly losing its balance, robbing him of the restorative sleep that is vital for physical and mental health. This constant battle against a restless bladder has not only stolen his sleep, but also his peace of mind, making him feel like an old man before his time, trapped in a body that refuses to let him rest. And as sleep is stolen, another, even more terrifying saboteur begins its work, slowly unraveling the very fabric of your identity, brain fog, and memory lapses. This is far more than just misplacing your keys or forgetting an appointment. This is the chilling whisper of cognitive decline, the terrifying sensation of your once sharp mind becoming a blurry, unreliable mess. You might struggle to find the right words in a conversation, leaving you feeling frustrated and embarrassed. Dates, names, familiar routes, they all begin to slip away. Like sand through your fingers, simple tasks that once came naturally now require immense effort and concentration, leaving you mentally exhausted. This isn't just the charming quaintness of senior moments that we often joke about. This is a profound, deeply unsettling sign that your brain, the command center of your entire being, is not receiving the optimal blood flow, oxygen, and nutrients it desperately needs. It can be a harbinger of more serious neurological issues, including the terrifying specter of Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, the fear of losing your sharp wit, your cherished memories, your ability to connect with loved ones, and ultimately, your very identity is a terror that haunts the waking hours of countless men over 60. Mr. Robert, our friend from earlier, discovered this terrifying connection firsthand. As his sleepless nights grew more frequent, so did the disconcerting lapses in his memory. He, a man who built a reputation on his keen intellect and formidable memory, began to forget important details during business calls. He'd lose his train of thought mid-sentence, leaving him feeling foolish and insecure. The most heartbreaking moments were forgetting the names of his grandchildren or struggling to recall cherished family anecdotes he once told with such vivid detail. The fear of Alzheimer's, a relentless monster, began to haunt his every waking moment. He found himself avoiding complex discussions, fearing exposure, and retreating into a world of simpler interactions. This isn't just about a few forgotten words. It's about the erosion of his self-worth, the terrifying realization that his most prized possession, his mind, is slowly betraying him, leaving him feeling diminished, isolated, and profoundly vulnerable. This mental decline, fueled by the relentless cycle of poor sleep and compromised internal systems, is the ultimate silent saboteur, slowly, yet surely, stealing his past, present, and future. You've faced the painful truth of these warnings. You've heard the screams of a body and mind in distress, but I want you to remember this. This is not a death sentence. This is a wake-up call. A powerful, urgent invitation to reclaim your power, your vitality, your very life. Too many men believe decline is inevitable, that these signs are just part of aging. They are not. They are signals that your body needs attention, love, and the right tools to heal. Your strength, your sharp mind, your intimate connections, they are still within reach. You are not condemned to this path. In the coming videos, I will show you the simple, natural steps, backed by science and years of clinical experience, to reverse this decline and truly thrive after 60. We will explore specific foods that act as powerful medicine, ancient remedies that reignite your inner fire, and gentle habits that restore your circulation and rebuild your confidence. This is not about pills or quick fixes. It's about empowering you with the knowledge to take back control, to mend what has been broken, and to step into the most vital, fulfilling years of your life. Do not ignore these warnings any longer. Your journey to reclaim your best self, your strongest self, starts now. Listen to your body, my friend, and choose to fight back. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to take charge of your health, like this video, share it with someone you care about who needs to hear this truth, and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing insights. Your body is calling. Answer it.